Hey, everybody, welcome out to another episode of Windshield Time at Mountainland Supply. I am Joey Little. I'm here with Spencer Craig Shorts.
That time he used my middle name.
That's just to throw you off.
Yeah.
You get 7 good words.
I really love my dad. Yeah.
Very good use of the word yeah. And we're here with Tina Hatfield.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Tina's super excited to be here and to hear her own voice in the feedback.
It's beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Do you have a middle name?
Anne?
Oh, is your mom's middle name Ann?
No.
Where did Ann come from?
Leslie's middle name is Anne.
Really?
I don't know if it goes back further in other generations.
Interesting. Ann's a great middle name, though.
Right.
You just like...
Just Anne. It just flows.
Tina Ann. Yeah,
When I was little,
yeah,
because my maiden name Broadhead.
Yeah.
So my initials were Tab.
Oh, it's
I
perfect.
really thought that the Tab drink was named after me.
Oh, Tab's a great drink.
But, it came out before I was born. I didn't find that out till
Maybe
later.
they were just anticipating that you were going to be born.
I like that. Let's go with
Yeah,
that.
yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tab is a great drink. RC Cola is a great drink.
Yeah.
Both of which, I don't know, is Tab around?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen Tab forever.
They're gone.
I saw RC Cola. We were in Phoenix, and they had a whole freaking shelf of RC Cola. I was very excited for it. I actually didn't buy any. I probably should have, but
Yeah, you should have.
Yeah. So how many years have you been at Mountainland now?
Almost 12.
12 years.
Yeah.
Are we going to say that I had a hand in recruiting you? I think we could.
I don't know. Did we?
Yeah, I think we could.
I mean, I can
Because-
go down that road if you want me to. I can spin it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
So you, at the time that I first met you, were working in Santaquin at the San Francisco Sourdough Eatery.
Yeah.
And I don't want to out them right now, but I will. You were the shining light of their history at their company, and it's never been the same since.
Oh, hey.
It's okay.
You said it would stay.
Ish. It'll stay ish.
Ish. I think it's falling on that side.
Yeah, it's falling. I'll just
You
do
gonna hold
this
it?
for a minute.
Okay, you got it. She's got it.
Yeah. Yeah, I managed that place in
You managed it, for sure.
I did. I started that place up, and I would see your truck drive by, and I'd already have your sandwich
I know.
going.
It was awesome. And I never got that treatment ever since.
I know.
I have a very specific order, though, because I have very plain taste buds.
Yeah, I could not get you to change
No,
for nothing. I tried.
I am very, very plain.
Yeah.
The best thing there is by far the breakfast sandwiches.
Agreed.
And we used to order the breakfast sandwiches from you because your dad was working here at the time.
Yes.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
And that was a great tradition that everybody loved.
Yes. Every Thursday, we would get a fax.
That's right. I forgot he would fax them in.
We would get a fax order.
Yep.
And I would have it lined out.
Ready to roll.
Everyone's names are in. So when I interviewed here,
Yeah. You knew all the names.
I interviewed with Holly, Lene, and Brian.
You're like, oh, yeah, you like
And I'm
ham.
like, I knew exactly what their sandwich orders were, but I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want them to make a connection that Keith was my dad. I come in of like, you don't know who I am.
Tight-lipped. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, really, I was the one that recruited you.
And then I
anyways.
didn't get the job, FYI.
You didn't the first time?
I did not get hired. No.
Really? That was rude.
I know. That's okay.
But they must have saved your resume or something, or what?
Lene actually
called you back?
Lene took it to Mike Edwards and says, bring her in somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what did you interview for the first time?
AP.
And then you came in on AR.
I came in as office assistant.
In Salt Lake?
Here.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
As receptionist.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And then you went to Salt Lake, right?
Well,
you went to AR and then Salt Lake eventually.
I went to AR for Salt Lake. So
Yeah.
I called it the Harry Potter office because it was in the ag building.
Yeah.
And it was the office under the stairs.
Yeah.
And they had 2 of us crammed in there and they couldn't even fit us and keep the door. So they had to take the door off.
Yeah.
But we were Mountain States. And so when people would cross the threshold, we're like, welcome to Mountain States. Like, but we were in Orem.
That is so awesome.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's been 12 years ago, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's been a great run.
It has been. A
Yeah.
lot has happened.
Yeah, a lot has happened. We were 4 companies back then.
We were.
Yeah, that was, you helped a lot in that cleanup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was a little bit of a, I wouldn't say nightmare, but there was a lot of cleanup to do.
there
for you.
Yeah, a lot.
And you helped out a lot, so thank you.
You know, Mike Funk's my person.
Yeah.
He
Funk's a good dude.
We did a lot of problem solving.
A lot of hard conversations.
We did.
A lot of problem solving.
Yes. Yeah.
So when did you officially become the manager over AR?
When Ellen retired, 2018.
18. Okay. So right at the same time as the ESOP.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was assistant credit manager until 2016.
Yeah.
Went to AP manager
Yeah.
for 2 years and then came back.
Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah.
Everybody was sad when you left AR. All the sales guys, they were all sad when you left AR. You weren't sad, so I guess I shouldn't say everybody.
It was
you
good.
deserved a break.
It was good. But I found out that I'm not great at AP.
Yeah.
I need more people to talk to in my day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Customers definitely provide that.
Yeah.
Vendors, not so much.
No. And that vendor discount is stressful stuff.
It is. Yeah.
I'll leave that to Natalie.
Yeah, you will leave it to
pro.
Natalie. Yeah. we are having Natalie in, so that'll be
nice.
good.
Yeah.
So you've been doing AR, well, you did AR management for what, like 4 years, and then you split it up? So kind of walk people through how that looks now.
Yeah. So we split because we were just AR, and then we took, we made it so that credit risk stuff was being done just by a credit department, and all the AR stuff, so payments, invoices, taking the calls directly from customers, that was from them.
Yeah.
And it really allowed us to hone in on everyone's strengths, of what they were good at, where they just really excelled. And so the ones that were great on phones, then we moved them to AR. And then those deep dive
process people.
So
throw them on credit. And that also helped with scale too. Because as the company got bigger, both of those processes just got huge.
It was a lot
and needed specific attention.
It was a lot of background noise that was creating bottlenecks. So it's like, those that wanted to deep dive into an audit. Because we're geeks. We do this.
And that's a lot of work though.
And then a ringing phone, you're like, really?
I got to answer that.
Right. And then there's the others, you're like, I really need you to deep dive, but they just wanted to keep answering phones.
I just want to answer the phone.
So we moved that, and it's like, it was immediate that even like Mountainland internally noticed that they could get a hold of us faster. It
definitely cleaned things up, not just for customers, but for internal as well. And so then at that point, you had 2 other managers that were created, right? One over credit and then one over AR. And so who are those people?
So Amber Hunt was the natural choice for AR. She's been here the longest, like 20 years now, almost 21.
Yeah, she's been here almost as long as I have.
And we always referred to her as Excel Queen, and she was just always quietly.
She's so awesome.
She's so great, and so we're like, Amber, how do you feel about this? Let's take you full time and let's get you in a manager position. Which is scary for her.
It is.
And she did
can be
it.
Intimidating.
And it, so she did it, and then we already had Chris Lawrence as the assistant credit manager, but then we split the credit team into 2.
Right.
So that we have the collections team and we have that credit risk process team.
Right.
Yep.
Chris, how long's Chris been here?
9.
Yeah, she's been here
9 or 10 years.
Yeah, quite a long time too.
She came on when we brought in the heating companies underneath our
underneath the
processes.
Umbrella. Yeah.
Because
it's been a long time.
She had the most interesting setup out of all of us. It was she had a spot in the corner of
my own little corner and my own little chair
of the den. We called it the den up there.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. That was the second word in the 2 word. What it was? Yes. But the den. Yes.
We called it the den, and she had an office in the back corner, and she had 2 desks, 2 computers, 2 phones.
Because she was working 2 systems, really.
She was doing contractors and she was doing HVAC, and so depending on what phone she answered, she would turn around and take the payment on that one. And it was.
That's a balancing act.
I am thankful every day that she didn't turn tail and run.
she probably should have. That was a lot. That was a whole lot.
Right.
She's amazing. Yeah, she does a great job.
She does.
Yeah, you have an awesome team. And so how many people are on your team now?
We have 11.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they're all very, very good at what they do. Mm-hmm. You have a very high-performing team.
Very specialized in what they do. And
yeah, they're awesome.
Yep.
So you're a great example of kind of just working your way into positions, right? I mean, you started in reception, and then you went into wore a bunch of different hats along the way.
Yeah.
If you were to talk to somebody who's, working at Mountainland right now, how would you tell them is the best way to kind of navigate and progress through the company?
Oh, number one thing is to get curious.
I love it.
You've got to be curious. You've got to figure out why your job matters and how it affects everyone else.
Yeah.
And what tiny little change affects everyone.
Yeah.
And I geek out with this stuff. That's why Mike Funk is my person. Because I would call him all the time and I'd be like,
hey, why does this do this?
I just found this box. I'm going to check it. Will you write an order and tell me what it does?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, that was cool. Or oh no, abort.
Don't ever do that again.
Don't do that. Yeah.
We're going to break something.
But, so I just get curious, because the more curious you are and the more you understand how it commingles with everything, then
the more value you bring.
Yeah, you bring the value, but you get more passionate.
Yeah.
And that passion just drives you. And I have a mind that's always, I hear a process, but I'm like,
I got to see it.
I'm already thinking ahead of how can this be different?
Yeah. Which is good.
Yeah.
It's helped us create new processes and clean up old processes that needed to be.
Yep. So just asking questions, find your value, keep that passion.
And work your butt off.
Right.
You did a whole lot of that too.
Yeah, a lot of work.
A whole lot of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's, we've asked this to everybody, but if you had to recruit somebody to come to Mountainland, what would kind of be what you told them? Like, what's something special about Mountainland?
Always, of course, about the ESOP.
Yeah.
Always. I mean, I recruited my boys.
Yeah, you did.
We're a Hatfield, Mountainland family. This is
yeah, we are. Happy to be.
Right? Yeah. Because my husband's a customer.
Yeah.
Boys work here.
Yeah.
And Kim's like, when's she gonna see my daughter's resume? I'm like, well, she lives 2 states away, so
soon.
Maybe in 2 years.
Yeah. Or if we get into that state, you never know. That state we're not going into.
No.
Though, but.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just of just the benefits of the ESOP, and because of the ESOP, we have a direct effect on our culture.
Yeah.
It's not just a culture that you hear about and that you're quizzed on, and you it's just lived.
Yeah, it's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love that. Is there anything else you want to tell people about your department or anything like that?
Well, I mean, my department's awesome. I can talk forever.
It is awesome. And you guys do awesome work.
They, it's really funny. I joke with them all the time. I say it like I'm joking. I really mean it though.
Yeah.
I've nicknamed myself Tornado Tina because they put up with a lot of me, and I come in their lives like a tornado, and I just we're doing this, and okay, peace out, learn it. I'm moving on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And they
respond.
keep up with me. They keep up with me. They just do it.
Yeah.
And they're power players.
Well, and they adapt really well.
Yes.
They do a great job of that. Because I mean, our company moves quick.
Yeah.
And since the company moves quick, every department has to move quick.
Yes.
And when you're a process department, like AR has to be, that means you're throwing a wrench into a lot of processes.
Yes.
But you guys have done a really good job of responding to that and pivoting when you need to.
Yeah. I think I just rolled out phase 1 of an SOP binder.
I love it.
I threw it together in 3 weeks and said, go.
Yeah, we talked about this with the Danny stuff, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is nicknamed Tina's BC binder because
we're noticing a trend here. There's a lot of nicknames going on.
There is. We have to have humor.
You do.
We do. So, but yeah, we're pivoting so much that I've already had to update that so many times.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so I'm glad it's just saved with Danny on OneDrive, so he gets my updates.
It's a living document.
It really is. Yeah. And I've only made it through phase 1, and everything just keeps changing.
Yeah.
And they keep up.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah. So
Thanks for all you do.
thank you.
I know that it's said a lot, like that's a blanket statement, but you do a lot and you juggle a lot. So thank you.
Thank you.
And tell your team thank you also, because I know they're not going to listen to this.
Oh yeah, they will.
They might listen for you.
We play Jeopardy.
Oh boy.
And I told them on the next round we do credit Jeopardy. I test their knowledge.
Yeah.
On the SOP on Tina's Beastie Binder.
Nice.
We play Jeopardy.
Nice.
And yeah, so I told them the next round we'll have windshield time category.
Windshield time for 1,000.
This was before I was invited here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, go watch those.
Well, now you have some topical stuff, like they'll actually be interested.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad that I recruited you 12 years ago.
For the record,
Yeah.
Joey recruited me
Yep.
as I was making his sandwiches.
Yep. Stamp. Yep. I got it. Thank you, Tina.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Cool.
Thank you, Shorts, and thank you, everybody out there enjoying the ride. We'll see you later.